Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What's cooking, good looking? Welcome back to the channel. So there I was, minding my business, prepping for next week because your boy, he's gonna be pretty busy in the next couple days. Armor King comes out in Tekken 8, and then Sea Viper, she drops on the 15th of this month, which coincidentally happens to be my girlfriend's birthday. I don't know how that happened. Things just shook out that way. So I'm gonna be super duper busy. I'm getting ready for that. And then Street Fighter, for whatever reason, they decide to get super generous and they dropped a trailer for MECHA ZANGIEF. Oh my goodness. Do you see it? Ooh, dude, this might be the best costume in Street Fighter 6, man. Dude, this is so sick. The crazy thing is, they revealed this last month, right? In Tokyo Game Show, there was a section where they showed Zangief's costume 4, and it's MECHA Zangief, right? But it seems like they're going over and beyond when it comes to MECHA Zangief. You know, it seems that there's a voice filter on top of it, like a super robot voice on top of Zangief's regular voice lines, right? That's neat. It's the little things that get me, you know? MECHA Zangief, he's a deep cut character, but he's become synonymous with Street Fighter, you know? So MECHA Zangief, he first showed up in Marvel vs. Capcom, of all things. He was like a secret unlockable version of Zangief, right? And you had to like fight him and stuff, and he had all these like robot things, right? So the costume itself is pretty cool, you know? Look at it, you know? However, me and my big ass brain, I'm looking at this and I'm like next level, you know? I've opened my third eye. What if MECHA Zangief is the boss character this season, you know? Every season we do like a giant attack thing, right? Where we fight a super boss version of, you know, whatever the boss character of this season is, right? Last year was Bison, the year before that was Akuma, you know? And there's been a lot of talk of who that boss character could be this season, you know? My money was on Sagat, right? His story revolves around him struggling with the Satsui no Hado, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Obviously, Sagat's gonna be the, you know, the boss character, the giant attack. We're gonna fight evil Sagat. And then I got a couple comments of people like, okay, you know what? Well, Ingrid is like the goddess of the Street Fighter universe. What if she's gonna be the boss of this season? That makes sense too, right? I didn't subscribe to that, but you know what? That makes sense too, you know? What if we're all incorrect? What if it's MECHA Zangief? What if he's the boss character this season, you know? They could give him his tundra breath, right? Where he breathes that like blue fire or whatever the crap, right? They can give him the green hand back, right? Dude, this is how they reintroduce all these old school Zangief moves, right? Throw them on a MECHA Zangief boss battle. Doesn't that just make sense? Isn't that not an amazing idea? It's okay, you don't have to reply to me. I already know. So that's where my money is right now. I can't wait. Right? And then like what if Zangief, one of his taunts, it unlocks his MECHA Zangief moves in game, right? Just like how Bison, when he does his taunt, when you land a Psycho Mine on someone, he turns into Final Bison. Same thing with Akuma. If you let him sit down and eat his rice ball, you know, and he's satiated, he turns into Shin Akuma, right? What if that I don't know, dude. Am I cooking? I feel like I'm cooking right now. I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is just a short video, you know. It's one costume. It's a really cool costume, don't get me wrong. But it's just one costume that Capcom revealed out of the blue, right? On a random Wednesday, am I right? And I just wanted to talk about it because I do think it's neat. Anyway, guys, oh yeah, I kind of just jumped into this. Do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys like the video. I'd appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
My loyal fans! Look at this body of iron! ZANGIEF! I'll take on all of you! The sky burns, strikes